Sorry, guys. We got one. We got one. This is a Gnar game from, let me see. Looks like Platinum 4 range. Alright. I'm gonna be super critical then, because you're supposed to know a little bit more than the average Joe. CDR. I'm looking at your runes and masteries. 21.9 looks like. Alright, let's take a look at this. Not leaving base. Not leaving base. Get out of the base. Right away. This is Wubba. Alright. He just made Platinum this season. So that's cool. Last season he was gold last season. But leave your base right away. Look at that. That ward might not even exist if you left your base right away. Might not have been able to place it. Let's take a look at what we're facing. Diana top. I can't think of an easier matchup for you. As Gnar. I mean, I don't know if you picked into this, or if it was picked into you, or whatever, but this is like... I know this game's a win for you, Mr. Wubba. And in the future, I encourage people that are going to be sending these my way. Either really close games, or losses from here on out. This is the first one, though. Wubba on Gnar. Versus Listerine, dude. Listerine. Dental Care 101 in League of Legends. That is what we want to see, boys. You know, that is what we want to see. So let's take a look at this. Leashing. Good, good, good. Guy wants a leash. You gave him a leash. Definitely could auto a couple more times if you wanted. You wouldn't have missed anything. But if you want to be in lane to push, that's fine as well. Doesn't look like you are attacking, though. Why? 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 Very, very passive so far. Not a fan of the passivity. This is a 30-minute replay, so we're going to speed it up a little bit. This is Diana with no gap close. So, as I've said in videos in the past, harass the shit out of this guy. And if you're not harassing, you need to be at least kind of counteracting the push. Yi is not going to be ganking for you early. That's a rarity. Most Yis just like to farm. So you're not going to be getting any ganks by freezing the lane. And it's Diana, and she's really weak, and you're Gnar. What are you afraid of here, boys? Hecarim job? Yeah, he might gank you, but Diana has absolutely no way of getting to you. So yeah, I say auto more in lane. If you're this guy, definitely not autoing enough. Also went long sword 3. These are some ugly trades. This seems like a kiting issue more than anything. Because right now, I feel like the micro isn't quite there yet. The only thing that Diana can really hurt you with is the Q. Like right there, once you're in that range for, man, step in and just pop away, pop away, pop away. Got pots running, taking way too much poke from the Qs, and it mainly one of the things about this is like the way that Diana's controlling the lane here. To me, it just seems silly. Cause like she's pushing this dude around with just a flask and some health pots. But yeah, now that you're down in health, I mean, this is the correct move, I think, is to just chill. Like, it's fine now. But once you had more health, like, you need to get in there. The other thing is, I noticed, check this out, guys. Taking free poke is a big deal. You gotta mitigate whatever you can in the top lane. And it's sometimes as simple as this, like... You know that once this minion gets hit, Diana's gonna Q. So you just have to juke. Like, you just juke down. Juke down, you know, step back, whatever. You can miss a CS, or you can even still get it if you juke properly. But you know that once this turret takes the range minion down a bit, everyone in their right mind knows that you're gonna go for an auto. So you gotta try to juke here. And there's just so many free Qs that you're getting chunked by. And it's not really like, it's so obvious that it's coming to me. So you can't take that free damage. Like, you gotta try to avoid that. $19K on blackjack, the fuck? I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. I'm hoping our hero here doesn't die once Diana hits 6, because it's gonna be very easy. Oh my god. Alright, now that I've watched this lane phase for a second, we're at like 6 minutes or something. Let's go back ahead to after the leash. Alright, let's look at this real quick. So we leash for the jungler. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you this just once, alright? You guys on the stream, you know that like bot lane, one of the things we talk about is like rushing level 2. All the lanes have a benefit from rushing level 2. So as soon as you get into lane, like, fucking battle. Especially ranged versus melee. Like, fucking battle, dude. Don't just, like, sit in the lane and just kind of sit there like this. Fucking auto. Hit the brush. Auto. Hit the brush. Auto. Hit the brush. Test your limits. You have a champion, Gnar, whose passive literally grants you move speed, dude. Or, I mean, the boomerang. The boomerang. Wait, no. Am I wrong? Oh, you don't get that until W. Okay, well then fuck it. That's fine anyways, because fucking Diana doesn't have a gap close anyway until 6. So what are you really afraid of at level 1? The only thing that Diana's gonna have is Q. So regardless, I don't like just sitting in the lane and like breaking even. I thought for a second that Gnar's passive, because I don't play Gnar, but I thought his passive was that he actually gets the move speed, but no, that's the Mega Gnar shit. But either way, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You play range versus Diana, you poke, 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 poke. And alternatively, if you're going to be playing patient in lane, one thing you need to understand is you can play patient like this. You cannot trade or whatever, but you cannot take so much poke damage. Watch how fast our hero's health gets taken down. Watch how fast. Let's put it on him. Camera focused on him. I don't know why it's not focusing on him. There it is. There's our lock. Watch how fast his health goes down. Look at that. All pots gone. All pots gone, and Diana is just sustaining now. Like, that's it, man. When you come into lane, if you're not going to be poking and being aggressive, you can't take poke. Because even if the jungler comes now, there's a chance that you get outplayed because your health's so low. So like you gotta keep your health up in these spots. And Diana's so predictable with the Q damage, like you can't just take that free damage. This should be very, very telling for you. Your lane phase is fucked up when you get this low in lane. But anyways, enough of harping on the dude's lane phase. We get it. He struggled. So let's skip ahead till his first back. Teleports forward. Has double longsword. Maybe he ramps up the aggression here. Let's see. Comes into lane. Walks on down. Alright, now this Diana is just trolling. Because not backing is very, very dangerous in this spot. Yep. And there it is. So, you come back in the lane, Diana overstays and burns flash just to back. Most likely she will be teleporting top, but now she doesn't have the threat of flash, which is a victory for our hero here. Because, I mean, you having flash and your opponent not having flash, there's just so many things that you can do with like baiting and surviving and because your opponent doesn't have the flash. So that's big. And for Diana, she needed to just back. Like once Gnar goes home, she needs to just back. Hackrim's chasing a little too deep here. Can't kill Gnar in this position, so I don't know what's going on. It's good to deal damage out, I guess. Already backing. I think that, I think having a couple more health pots would have been better than the other longsword, personally. Alright, once you dodge the Q, you should be stepping back into the turret. It's fine. You got flash still, the outplay. Doing much better dodging the Qs now. This is really good. It's gonna be Mega Gnar. I want to see a fucking flash right here, man. Oh my god, please. Don't even need a flash. Alright, that works for me. So, Diana just underestimates the Mega Gnar. And you could tell, like, this was the point right here where Diana overstayed too long, got too low. Like, and she doesn't have flash. And she doesn't have vision of anything. She doesn't know where Yi is. Like, this is so bad. And here, I guess she didn't have to flash because she played so poorly out of position. But, yeah, if she'd played back, I would have liked to flash engage there. There's nothing she could have done. But that works for me. I'll take it. It's weird because you've seen our guy, you've seen our demo here, Wubba. You've seen him play, right? You saw his beginning of the lane phase. He got much more confident as he got lower HP and got later, like, got more levels later. It was very strange. And there, oh my god, just gets absolutely chunked down here. What could we have done better in this spot? Let's back it up even further. Big minion wave, why are you standing so close? The positioning here is so, like, greedy to me. Also, once you tank the Q, watch. Watch when he tanks the Q, ready? So, first he steps in position. What he should be is, I think you guys can see my mouse, right? You guys can't see my mouse, can you? Oh, yes you can, yes you can. He needs to be, like, here, in this range. Like, this, standing in this spot does nothing for you. The turret, if the turret autos anything, guys, it's gonna be this minion. Like, this is a CS management thing, right here. This is like, you just play here. He took so much unnecessary damage, watch. Like, why is he standing there? Like, he could pull back, this would draw aggro, Qs both, kills both, and then, kills this minion here. But instead, he positions all funky right in the front. And then watch. Tanks a Q. Right? That, once you tank the Q versus Diana, you need to step the fuck back. Like, get back. All the way back. So, like, once he tanks the Q, Diana's like, okay, I'm just gonna do a fucking shit ton of damage on you. And you're gonna have to deal with it. And it was just such a... That's like half your health gone on such a silly position. Tanks the Q again. Obviously doesn't, or not familiar with Diana, but that's okay. Like, you don't know all cooldowns. But I definitely believe that, all that damage should have never been taken in the first place. It's just a positional error. Like, the minions are pushing to you, play back behind the turret, then out the minion. She's not going to just chunk the turret down by herself. She's melee. She's not going to just shred the turret on you. You know what I mean? Outplay potential with the ult coming. Karma coming up. This, yeah, I was going to say, this is kind of greedy here. We don't have vision of Karma. Mid's pushed. And our health is very, very low, and our Gnar bar isn't full. So, yeah, this is a just back the fuck up situation. You fucked up. You took too much poke. Just back up and back. Unless you have a fucking Gnar bar and you're going to try to flash outplay the guy, because you know he does, or he does have flash by now, actually. I'm wrong. So yeah, this is like textbook. You need to back. It's all decided, again, back here. This one mistake decides whether or not you have to back. This is the mistake. So close for no reason. Let the minions meet and play back at range. This is not the time to harass with a wave pushing to you and a huge wave behind. Not the time to harass. Alright? So yeah, then the roam, the wasted flash, and we go down.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, so goes Merc Treads. That's fine. I don't really see a problem with that. I like Merc Treads always as top lane. Especially like any top that you wanna push with, and Gnar definitely wants to push. Diana's roaming's gone. I would say ping that, but you don't know. I feel like you don't know. I probably wouldn't even notice that she's roaming at the stage, but you know, now that you see it on the replay, just think about that. Once the wave's pushed up, if she was full health when she killed you, there's a good chance that she's going to look for more opportunities if she's good. If she kills you and she has like 5% HP, you don't have to worry about that roam. She misses the Q there. And that time he dodged the Q, which was good. This would be my Q. Like, this is where you go in and harass, I think. Mana's really low, misses another Q. Definitely step into that. Like, look at this fucking... Yeah, look at this mana right now. Like, get up this guy's ass. I guess the reason for our hero not, like, aggressing is because he doesn't know where Hecarim is. But even still, like, what are you afraid of? Like, Diana had no mana. She can't do anything without mana. Let's see if I can get the fog. The fog is on. Wait, let me see. For red. Alright, that's good. Let's see about this teleport. I don't know if I like this too much. Here's the reason why I don't like this too much. Okay, it's gonna get you a kill. But let's back this up for a second. So, here's the thing about teleporting there. I don't know what you saw or what you think you're going to be doing in that spot. But it's just a strange decision to me. The reason why is because you have Vision of Lucian. I don't have any idea why Lucian isn't there defending his turret. I have no clue what that is. Why he backed up. He had ult, he had flash, he had heal. I legitimately don't know why you think that this is going to be a safe dive. You have no vision. Alright, so let's break this down. You have no vision of Karma. You have no vision of Hecarim. You have vision of Yi. You know Yi's here. He's not going to be in position to really help this. You have position here. So Ahri and Yi aren't going to really be helping you. If Hecarim and Karma show up from this line of the fog for any reason, watch how you play this. I don't know why this Lucian backs away. Like, did he disconnect? Like, I don't know why they're giving the turret away. Wow. Wow, that is one inexperienced bot lane. So, my point of all this was going to be, I don't like that teleport because you know your mid's not helping, you know your jungler's not helping, you don't know if this is warded or not, you don't know you have no idea if it's warded or not. And Sona only died because she misplayed, to be honest. Like, and Lucian misplayed. They could have just... Lucian could have just ulted the minions and then backed away. I just don't like it. It's a very risky TP that isn't guaranteed, and you don't have flash to hard engage. It was just a strange play altogether. Like, save your teleport there and just wait for a better spot, in my opinion. Like, and it's important we're not results-oriented. Be like, well, he helped them get a kill, so it was worth it. It's like, but not long-term. That's not going to be a good teleport. I don't mind the push while your team's doing drag. I have no problem with it. Your team has drag, and that's actually a pretty good decision. Taking the turret down is fine. Ari's holding top. When Sona shows up... Yeah, there's the Lucian DC. Fucking told you, didn't I? Dude, how gross does that make it, knowing that your teleport only worked because the ADC DC'd randomly? Fucking knew it. And now ulting the wave. I think you stayed at bot lane a little too long, but it's fine because your bot lane didn't show up for a long-ass time. So now you've got Hex Drinker. I like the item choice. Karma and Diana's very, very good item choice, actually. And Yi is now in Yi mode, where he is 2-0-0. And what are you doing? Wow, you just get shredded on those. Your confidence here is just strange. This is like... Alright, man. Look. You gotta stop. This is all... This isn't just you. This is like all players. You gotta stop thinking like... Because I have flash, I can get away with, like, poking this guy down. Like, that is such a bad habit. Like, dude, you get absolutely chunked here, right? He gets chunked here. And instead of just fucking walking away, he comes back in, and I know what he's thinking. He's like, I have flash, so I could just flash away. Like, no. Because that's why. Just fucking back away. Like, that death pissed me off. I'm pissed off about that death. That's a mechanical issue, though. Like, you taking damage on the first one is a mechanical issue. You going in and autoing and staying in that fight after you've been chunked down is a fucking tard issue. You tarded out. That's what we call a tard out. Alright? But don't, you're platinum, so I'm gonna be harder on you in terms of decision making. Don't tard out. Like, the trade's over. You got chunked, let it go. Back away. Your flash doesn't, it's not worth even wasting your flash to stay alive. Just back down and then come forward again. And then do better next time. Alright. We have a trinket, but I don't see any wards placed. Turret has so much health that you need to place a ward. Let's take a look at the fog. So we don't know where our opponents are right now. You could literally just be getting ganked by 2 or 3 people right now for River and have no idea. So you need to have a ward down because shredding the turret's going to take too long. Even though you're Gnar, you still need to place wards. I like taking the jungle. That's good. It's real good. Dropping the deep ward is good. I'm not sure if I would take, yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm not sure I would take the scuttle, because taking scuttle takes a long fucking time that you could have pushed this wave in. That's just me, though. I think that when scuttle's up, you need to have some really sick damage to do it and get back to the lane. Okay, Diana's there. You're not there, so what do you do as a response? You have teleport up. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's fine to not teleport right away because the outcome was so, like, weighted one way or the other. I see you thinking about it now, but I think, well, your bar's almost full. It could be okay. Let's see how this works out. Oh, your bar isn't full at all. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I like it too much. This is a spot where... I think you're fortunate. I think you're fortunate that your Ahri is huge. And that Lucian DC'd more than the teleport was good. And your Graves is pretty huge. And do a fuck ton of damage. Because you don't have a flash. Again, flash is a big part. Your ult is up. But I would have much liked to teleport with flash. To be honest, fucking teleporting top, I think it'd be more useful than going down here at this stage. But now that we're here, we might as well get this kill, right? So we're gonna get the ult on the Sona and get the kill. Ahri was probably gonna chase these people down though herself and kill them because she has double buffs, full HP, and mana. Yeah, I think, honestly, the more I look at this, let's go back to the original TP. Jump back a little bit here. If you wanted to TP, if you really wanted to TP, it needed to be right now. Like, that was the window, in my opinion. That was the window. Right fucking now. Right here. On the pink ward. Look at that. Right now. TP now. Would have been so much better. So much better. But you waited so long, brother. Look how long. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that window, in my opinion, got smaller and smaller and smaller when you could have just continued. I think once you started walking, I think you should have just kept walking. Because, I mean, you missed the TP opportunity. Like, it's too late. It's way too late. If you had kept your flash from earlier, think about how sick that would have been, though, with the flash. And look how much farm this is. Now, you remember, guys, when I give advice and I give, like, review stuff, I'm talking about how you're gonna carry the games. That teleport will not carry games long term. The hell? Oh, Yi got down there. Did he have teleport? No, he didn't. He walked down. Okay. Dragon's up. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Your team is far ahead. Your team is winning, and your remember the bot lane Lucian DC'd in the middle of the game. So this is a spot where your results don't necessarily mean that you played out of your mind well. I would have saved the TP top here because I think it was too late, and I would have just pushed top. I would have shoved top all the way, get levels, then go to the jungle and farm. The window had shrunk. Your Fed carry was gone, and you didn't have a flash to like secure like a multi-kill or anything with the Mega Gnar. So I think it would have been better to just push top all the way to the turret, go through the jungle, then make a decision after you get to that point, like whether you want to TP and help bot, like whatever. But yeah, the teleporting top stuff is something that throws off a lot of people, in my opinion. I think that all those things weigh into the consideration, like how many people on my team are dead already? Do I have flash up? Because if I have flash, that's going to make it a lot easier for me to secure shit. Yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I think that I don't think you should be forcing TPs without considering like timing, like how fast you reacted. Because if you saw them Graves and Leona fighting and you insta teleported in and walked over and started fighting, totally different story. Because then I would have said, you know, you reacted so fast that you didn't really have time to make a judgment. You were just trying to save your team, and I would have said, that's all right. Because you were just trying to help as fast as possible, and you saw Diana and you reacted to it. But when you wait, I don't like waiting. I think it's better, like, once you've missed the window, I think you just push top. I think that's better, long term. That was some ugly shit. This game is a fucking... Dude, I'm telling you right now, dude, this game is like an example of how you can win and be lucky in League, man. I mean, this is some luck. I think you've, so far, and this is not being a dick to you, I'm being hard on you because you're a higher rated player, okay? So far, I've seen you misplay a bunch in lane and take silly poke. I've seen you make strange teleports that didn't make sense to me. And I've seen your team do funky barons that, like, oh my god, they could have all died spots. And I saw Lucian DC this game. So yeah, I just want to put that out. Like, it's some silly stuff. As far as the baron goes, I think you had the right idea to back away once she died. And your team was just gambling at that point. Your team was just gambling. And I like that you were like, I don't know, guys. I think that was fine. Because you don't know. Your team could just come and get wiped right away. A Hecarim could come flying over the wall or something. Or someone come in with a flash over a wall. Your build is all over the place. Remember to itemize based off your your biggest threats. And to be honest, magic damage is your biggest threat right now. So it looks like you're doing like a funky, like Spectre's Cowl and Phage and Warden's Mail. And I feel like your build is all over the board. I honestly would have just stuck, like, maybe like Hex Drinker into like, what, maybe finish Triforce and then Banshee's Veil or something. Like, I don't think you have to worry about armor versus their team. And the reason why I know that is because just look at their team. Hecarim is way behind and he's building tanky. And if Hecarim's in a fight with you, he's never going to battle you. And even if he tries to battle you, you could just run away from him. Diana's going to be the one that's going to be dealing damage to you in a team fight. That is it. That is the only person you have to survive. That's the only person you have to survive their burst right now. Lucian is too underfarmed, so you don't have to really build armor quite yet. I think you could have postponed that till later. Whack, 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 whack. We're pushing down bases. We got Baron. Look at us go. Leona's not in position. It's good that you're backing away. I think that's fine. Your positioning is good because it's keeping your team from thinking and getting too cocky. And then you engage. Well, let's see the ult. Good ult. This is very, very dangerous because it's 4v5. It might turn ugly because it's 4v5. But your carries are pretty big, so it might just work out. Alright. From a try-hard perspective, you have flash, so the engage isn't, I think it's like an edge case. Because your bar is only up when it's up. Your ult is good because you get a 3-man ult on a support, a carry, and their jungler, which is pretty fucking good ult. Gnar is weird because I want to bitch at you about going in before Leona's there, but I know that a good Gnar ult is actually that good that it kind of offsets rushing it at times. So I'm okay with this, and I think you did the right thing here, but a big part of how smooth it goes is your carries being fed. I don't think they reacted smoothly to this ult, because if you back up, when you go in, like Graves is kind of in a funky spot, he's kind of zoned. Ari's there, scared of Diana, and you don't have Leona. I guess it's okay, man. It's not that bad. It's a good engage. I think overall it's a good engage. Your team is pretty ahead, and you caught the AD carry and the Sona. Like, it's a good engage. I think 9 times out of 10, with your flash up, you're not going to die, and you're going to put your carries in a good position to get space and then follow up. So, I think it's fine. Like I said, I was going to bitch at you for not waiting for Leona, but I think it works out. And then the Leona attack, dude. Yeah. Then the dive. Again, I don't like when I see players waste a flash that they didn't need to waste. Let me show you again. This is a terrible habit. Look at you. Look at what you're doing. Look at this. It's like, I could see you. I could see you clearly overplaying your situations because you have flash. And that's not what you're supposed to do with flash. Like, here you go, you auto, you Q. And it's like, I could just see you being like, I have flash, whatever. Whatever, I have flash. I could just run at this guy and flash away. Like, I hate seeing people waste flash that they could have kept. You gotta work on that. Your flash is what keeps you, like, in fights longer, doing more fancy shit with your ults. Like, I hate seeing it used as a defensive thing. I hate it. Absolute last resort. Absolute last resort. And then what? Yi is just doing Yi things. Ari's gonna follow it up, and then that's probably gonna be game. All in hips going down. I'm just seeing if there's any like weird points in the end game. Going bottom is okay. You have teleport. That's good. Your team can do Baron by themselves. You pull people and you run. Good. That's good. They were trying to catch you there. The challenge is okay. You're a level ahead, and you know, yeah. I see you poking the limits a little bit. That's good. Pulling them around. And yeah, That was good. You could have backed here and teleported forward if you want. Just a way to secure the win for sure. But other than that, yeah. So for you, Wubba, this is what I would do, man. Remember that the beginning of the game when you like stepped in front of minions that you didn't have to. Oh, I guess I should let this in. When you stepped in front of minions that you didn't have to. Stuff like that is what fucks up your lane phase. So make sure, like, when a big wave's pushing you, position farther back, especially as a ranged. I mean, as any champ, position back. It's pretty clear you haven't faced Diana top very often. I can tell by the way you're moving. Basically, just remember, anytime you're gonna be last hitting, someone's gonna fuck with you. So you just adjust that way. Like, think about it. Like, stop and really think. When I go to last hit a minion, what is gonna happen? Like, how is this guy gonna probably react? Competent player is gonna harass you. So that's why you got to position closer back to the turret so you don't take those. You basically gave him half your health bar in that one spot in the lane. That it didn't have to happen. Additionally, I thought teleporting was sloppy because it made no sense to me. Without vision of a jungler, a mid lane, your jungler, knowing your jungler's in blue, knowing your mid lane's in mid, it makes no sense to randomly teleport onto a warded bot lane. It just, don't do it. There's no point of that. There's going to be better opportunities. If it's a pink ward, that's something different. If it's a situation where your team is about to fucking 4-man, then maybe, yeah, I don't mind it as much. Also, remember, when you teleport, your flash has to be up a good majority of the time, because that puts a pressure. When you do have your ult up, you can actually flash in and hit big ults. So, yeah, good things to think about. Also, the last thing is don't waste your flashes in silly ways because you have your flash, and you're like, I have flash, so I'm gonna use it defensively when I get low, like, because I have it. And it's like, no, you need that for an offensive. That is an offensive thing, not a defensive. It's defensive as a last resort. Offensive is the prime. That is what you want to use it for. You're not using flash to bait. Like, that's just not how it goes. Alright, cool. It's Mark DC, SpitchGaming.tv, doing the first LoL replay review. If you want your replays reviewed, save your replays on op.gg and then send them to lolreplayreview@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave some comments and all that YouTube bullshit that everybody harps on. Alright, peace, crackers. Peace.